think about curating a performance, I'm asking myself, one, what is it that the audience wants? But also, what is it that the audience needs?
Okay.
And how can I be a steward in getting them there? I am thinking about how can I bring an experience that makes people draw near to within themselves, but also draw near to God. How can I do that without necessarily always going, Jesus, right? And I think I've heard people say, I feel like I went to church in this experience, and I didn't know I was signing up for that. And I'm like, gotcha. And there's a song off of my album called Grow. And the major tagline is, no one tells you what it takes to grow. Right. So when we get to that song and I decided to perform it live, one of the things I decided to do was we're just going to create a moment for people. You could call it a meditation, but ultimately a moment for people to ask themselves, what is it that you feel like might be holding you back in this moment?
And that's important because
Instead of relying on our relationship with God to guide us, instead of going, let me sharpen my walk with God. Let me make sure I'm tapped in and I know what God's telling me. So I'm not relying on somebody else to give that to
Come
me.
on, Jessica.
Right? If I'm communing with God daily, if I'm sharpening my ear, right? My sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. If that is the case, then we have to attune our ears to God's voice. And so to me, that is a discipline, right? That is something that you have to be working on day by day. And so I think even creating those kinds of moments where people can go, let me get still.